Hi, I'm Marshall Vandruff, and this is a course in perspective without brain damage. In this course, you will learn the secrets of how artists turn a flat surface into a deep world. Perspective, what bodies and buildings have in common. You may know how to draw a box in a clever way that impresses your friends and family, or how to draw boxes in 1, 2, and 3-point perspective, and how that can help you draw city streets and buildings. But there's more. Perspective is not only about boxes and buildings and streets. It applies to everything in the world. Watch. A box can be many things, including something boxy, or something boxy and a little bit cylindery. A sphere is the basic form of a whole bunch of things in the world, and even the world itself. How rare the knowledge! Few artists master perspective. I hoped to learn it in college so that I could draw buildings like this. But I couldn't find any teachers who knew it, and nobody else in my life knew how either, and videos hardly existed back then. Sorry to give you my I had to learn how to draw in the snow, barefoot, uphill, both ways, under gunfire on holidays speech, but learning perspective with so few resources was hard. I once had a job illustrating a round platform with stair steps in front, side, and 3/4 views. I didn't have any idea how to do it. That's when I realized I needed to learn perspective if I was going to do this for a living. Now, how about you? How do you know if you need perspective? Well, how do you hope to draw? If you work flat, like a graphic designer, or if you paint non-representationally, concerned with pattern and abstract design, not with form and space, perspective won't help you much, if at all. And if you just copy what you see, well, you don't need perspective for that. It's time for a story.
A proud youth proved he could draw accurately from observation.
I can draw accurately from observation.
But it took a lot of time, and he found it very difficult to capture moving subjects. He bought a camera. It took less time and captured moving subjects beautifully.
He copied the photo and beheld a drawing that looked
A lot like the photo. Eventually, he discovered that processing a photo created a very impressive picture that looked a bit like what the camera saw, but with attractive blotch marks all over it.
I have created art.
His father objected.
Is this what you want to do to manifest your creative self? Push buttons on the computer, click the camera shutter, take countless hours to copy what's in front of you?
It's not exactly copying, and it can be quite beautiful.
His mother joined in.
I didn't raise my son to just copy things. Get your act together and do something original.
And so the child grudgingly got his act together, gave it a shot, and drew this, which pleased his parents even less. But at least he had moved beyond mere copying what he saw. Unfortunately, he didn't live long enough to reach his potential. But the spark of creativity was there, and your story may offer a more positive ending. The lesson, of course, is learn how to draw, not just copy. And always listen to your parents, unless they're wrong. In this case, they were right.
Let's try again.
Do you get ideas for images but find them difficult to draw?
Oh.
Do you have trouble drawing something in a different position from your reference and making it look right? Everyone does until they learn how. But once you know how, you can draw anything you can imagine in any position and in all sorts of styles. We're looking at drawings from my former students who learned just enough perspective to draw what they liked. When you can draw from your imagination, you can create your own worlds. Perspective for anything. Some artists know that they need perspective, the kind that make up their own scenes. They know how to make trees get smaller as they go away, but they also know how to make up a tree and draw it from any point of view. Perspective teaches us how people and footprints get smaller as they walk down a street, which has more to do with the street than the feet, but also how to create feet. A foot has form, like a box or a wedge. An artist can adjust basic forms to create any foot possible, and some not. Here's what I'll teach you. Classic perspective. 600 years of Renaissance knowledge to draw like they drew in the old days. We'll use 21st century tools, but we will study the old drawing skills. Beginning with basics, establishing strong foundations before moving on to developed perspective and complex worlds. I'll give you assignments that you can work on lightly or heavily. And if you carry through with them, you will gain the skills to invent. That's what this is about. I will explain every step of each of these basics as simply as they can be explained. If you follow along, you'll get it. Perspective is not easy, but we'll make it as easy as possible and useful for what you want to draw. And you may find it fun. Perspective problems are basically puzzles. If we want to master a skill, we can start by studying highly skilled masters. Treasure hunt project. Gather your favorite pictures. Sort out the ones that showcase perspective. Here is a study that Leonardo da Vinci drew and never intended the world to see. That's part of why I love it. No showing off. The lines go down as easy as breathing. And from a perspective point of view, it's actually quite simple. It's almost entirely 3 sets of lines. 500 years ago, De Vries drew these environments like little stages where stories could play out. 400 years ago, I like them. Winsor McCay drew thousands of comic strip panels where stories did play out. 100 years ago, he knew perspective. What he used here, you will learn in this course for free on this channel. But if you want more, I will elaborate in premium for a lot less than you'll pay in school, and I'll give you a lot more than I can give you in school. You'll get more demos, 3D models to draw from, professional guests, brain-teasing games, and step-by-step project instruction. For more information, go to proko.com/perspective. Your first project. Collect your favorite drawings by perspective masters to set a standard for how you want to be able to draw. Also, collect potential perspective problems to be solved later, questions you have, puzzles you care about. How exactly do those arches get smaller as they go away? Is there a science to that? Yes, and it's not that difficult. Can I mess around with that science and make it look credible? Yes. In one way, that's the whole aim of this course, to learn enough perspective to invent and experiment as you like. How do I take a picture of something I'm looking up at and draw it as if I'm looking down at it? You will learn that. How do kids on a merry-go-round in a perspective view clump up against the edges here and spread out in the middle? Is there a way to draw that out of imagination and from different imagined points of view and keep it believable? There is. If you want to do that, or anything like it, you're in the right place. In our first premium lesson, we'll look at more masters to understand how they work and prepare you to learn the same skills. If you are an absolute beginner, I'll do all I can to make it easy to understand. And even if you're a pro, you may enjoy it. 600 years of perspective, and here's us, with more than the Renaissance artists imagined. I hope you will join me for a year of perspective to use for the rest of your life. I'm Marshall Vandruff at proko.com/perspective.